Good morning. It's going to be another cloudy day today. Gonna get some work done. Gotta feed the rabbits first. There's no bunnies. Gotta save them today. We got a bear trying to get in the pen. He's roaming around our property for about an hour. It's kind of neat. First bear I've seen up close, anyways, in my property. We've seen them walking up and down the streets and stuff, but today was the first day I've seen one in my camp.
Oh, honey, he's scaring me.
What are you doing, buddy? Huh? Well, I don't have anything. I don't got anything, buddy. This is my first bear. I've never seen one here. We've seen them up and down the streets, but never here. Seen bear scat and stuff, but
And we've never seen one this close.
yeah, this close.
He's cute. Can we keep him?
Mr. Bear. Or Mrs. Bear. Hey. Hey, Bear. 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 My wife wants to know if you'll stay here and be her pet.
Can I keep you? I think he's hungry.
I think he's hungry.
I think he's hungry.
Hey, Bear.
Are you hungry, buddy? You want some food?
You don't feed the bears.
I want to feed the bear.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Okay, you don't feed the bears.
Okay, we don't feed the bears.
You didn't seem to give two flying fucks either. Mr. Bear. What are you doing? Hey, Bear. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh no.
What are you doing? Huh?
Oh.
You're handsome, Bear. Come here. Hey, I was talking to you.
Hi, Bear. Remember when you see us outside, we were nice and we didn't try to hurt you.
Did pretty good yesterday. Phone died at the end of the day, so we didn't really film too much of the ending, but this is kind of what we've gotten done. We got all our logs set in. They're all in there. got them all pulled tight. Now we've got to get our measurements. We got to find the center. This log over here. Find the center to it. And I've got to get it cut to length. And then start scribing this stuff out so it fits good. Getting it all scribed out so it fits good. They will look like this when I'm done. I only care about the top ones looking good. This is the second floor. That is the first floor. We don't see the first floor, so they don't have to be what I want. They can just be cut to fit and kind of fit the shape. These are all measurements written down. That's what I gotta get from center to center, 12 foot 8 3/4. So that's what we'll figure out. Right now I've got it figured out already. I have to cut them down 2 3/8. 2 3/8. These are my, this is how long they are. This is how long they have to be. So I got 2 3/8 on both sides. So I'm gonna come over here, find the center from log to log, knock it on here, figure out how long it is, and then I can cut off the 2 7/8. But that 2 7/8 has to be really from here. So I just keep measuring all the way across, and that gives me the shape of my log. This one isn't that bad. This one won't be that bad either because this log is pretty fat, so I won't have super deep cuts in them, which makes it a pain in the butt because I really don't have all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I got just an old chisel. Boys over here feeding, watering rabbits. We've been seeing fur in here, so we're not sure if that's just the rabbits itching themselves or what, but usually once you start seeing fur, that means they're going to start to have babies. So if they start to make a nest, I don't see enough fur, and the only female we have now that's left, we came with 7, we're down to 4. The joys of farming. But the only one that we have that's a female is the black one over there.
It's the brown one.
No, I think it's the black one.
I think it's the brown one.
I think it's the black one. She says it's the brown one.
I don't care if she checked. I believe it's the brown one. If she thinks it's the black one, I think it's the brown one.
Yeah, we had 2 black females.
I think it's the brown one.
Yeah, but we had 2 black females.
I want her to catch it then, because I'm pretty sure it's
Well, we'll see. But let me get set up, get started, get my tools out, and get ready to get going. I'm going to be doing this. Bree, she's got some weed whacking and cleanup to do. Got to get all this cleaned up and weed whacked. I'd mow it, but I got, as you can see, I got tons of stuff in our way. Oh, this water tank. We got it. We've got it all cleaned up. Now we have to get it. I don't have a store really close to me, so once I go home, I'm gonna get this kind of going for our shower. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, where is the bottom hole? I don't know what the bottom hole is. This is gonna be a pressure relief valve. Bottom hole down there, I'm just gonna plug this up. Well, I'll put a spigot on it so I can drain it. And then I gotta figure out which one was the inlet and which one was the hot and the cold. I don't remember which one it is. This one might be the hot. This one might be the cold. So trying to think of how mine's set up. So this one here, we would have water coming in, and then I'm gonna hook up a compressor valve on it so I can put air in this tank. Not too much, just enough. And then this one will run to the shower. That's if I'm looking at it right. I do have a pressure relief valve at home. I do think this one might be the hot and this is the cold. So, but I'll make it so I can fill the water up here and put an air valve on it so I can put enough pressure in it so it can pump up the water. And then this one will go to my shower. But I'll figure all that out. I'll get all the parts and pieces once I'm at home, and then the next time we come here during the fall and stuff, we'll start to get it set up for our shower. I wish I was able to get it sooner, but you know, stuff happens, and you just don't get everything done that you want to get done. Found a wrench on the ground. It's good. Half inch. It's good to lose tools all over the place. It's good for that. Alright, but let me get set up, get started. Alright. Alright, we're ready to start. Once the boy, just a regular tape measure. We're just trying to figure out the center and stuff. Should we try to square it first though? Let's try to square it up, see where we're at. You got this thing up, see how we are. I'm not really concerned with squaring them, but it kind of helps with our measurements and stuff a little bit. But nothing stays in place, so every time we try to move stuff, it just, everything moves at once.
don't even know what you're doing.
I'm marking.
Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna cut off. We're gonna cut this off right here, and then we're however long that is. Like we gotta. How much is it?
2 and an 8.
So we're gonna cut 2 inches, 2 and an 8 inches off of the notch, and then we're gonna cut this off so it fits like nice and
This gives
snug
us the shape.
on the log.
Now
So
look at how it is. You connect the dots. And this is the shape of that log.
So when he cuts that off, it's gonna fit nice and snug on the log.
And give it a nice pretty cut. And all the stuff has to be angled like this log. So when I cut right here with the chisel, I have to bring this cut from here all the way to this point. So it'll be, say, this isn't gonna be perfectly straight, but say this is about,
It's gonna like cave in.
yeah, this is about how far deep I have to cut this at an angle, about to there. And I follow that all the way around, and I keep chiseling it all out. So then eventually it becomes a nice fit right up against this. I leave a gap. I like to have a little bit of a gap in between all this thing right here. That way there it makes it so we can push the logs in nice and tight. And I don't care about it being skin tight to any of this. I kind of like the looks of it having, I think my other logs ended up with about, say, 3/16 of an inch gap in between all of that right here. So I do this measuring my 2 1/8 all the way around my whole log. And then when I'm done, it ends up in the same shape of the log.
After we do this, we're gonna be done, all right?
With this part, then we gotta start to do our 6-footers. I have to keep using this part of the tape. If I put it on this part of the tape, I end up with it being 1/4 of an inch away from it. See, if I butt it to this part, see the distance I have from there? That's even more than 1/4. So you have to make sure that this part of the tape measure is butting the log, or else you end up with a big difference. See, I'm at 2 1/8 right there, where if I butt it up to there, I'm only at 1 7/8 inches. So it is a whole 1/4 of an inch that I'll be off. Just these two right here. They gotta look good. The bottom ones, I just gotta cut it, and I don't really care about like getting it all perfect, cutting all in and stuff like that. That don't matter to me. If it'll come off, then it'll just come off. You don't have to.
It wasn't coming out.
I don't care if they're perfectly cut and perfectly fit. Nobody's ever going to see them. All the underneath, this part of it from, say about from here down, I am going to burn these to help preserve them and oil them a lot. Same with these. I'm going to burn them and oil them because they're going to be in the elements. I don't need them to rot away. But the little marker and the little thing work pretty good. I keep checking them all the way around to make sure they're coming out good. They came out good enough. Good enough, and I'll be able to adjust them when I'm done. All that other happy stuff. So now we're going to take this all apart. This is his favorite part. He loves doing this stuff.
How do you know?
Because you've told me. He says it at night, but then when the camera comes on, he has to, you know, start to act more tougher and stuff like that for the ladies. He's young. He's young, and, you know, he wants to impress the ladies right now. I could care less about impressing the ladies. I'm out here in jammies. So in a video, it wasn't too long ago, it was just maybe a month ago, the Wooded Beardsman was asking if you could wear pajamas in the woods because he wears his pajamas underneath his pants. I'm in the woods. I got pajamas on. So, Mr. Wooded Beardsman, you can wear pajamas in the woods. All right, let's get this all taken apart. And I'm going to start on the second floor logs. And then I'll get, say, this side done. And then the boy can start sanding it all up. While he's sanding it, I'll be doing that side. Or we'll see. As he's doing sanding that, maybe I'll go to the first floor log. That way there we can kind of work together better. wanted it to get bigger because I can't try to make it exactly like this one at the end because I have to be able to sand it and shape it. But I cut a round thing with a square bit and a square blade. So now we have to sand it down, make it so it's smoother. I'm not trying to sand it to fit, and then we have to cut this from this line 4 inches. So maybe I'll do that first. Maybe not, because this will give you a sanding distance that you got to go with. And then we'll cut this down 4 inches from there to wherever 4 inches comes out. Let's see how he does. Are you gonna mess it up?
It's just a sander.
It's just a sander? Yeah, but sanders can take wood down fast, especially with 80 grit sandpaper in there.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine? I hope so. I'm gonna stand right here and watch you like a hawk.
So then,
All right, what do you think? Are you gonna ruin it?
No.
You sure?
Mhm.
This is 80 grit sandpaper. And woodworkers, you know how fast 80 grit sandpaper can get taken down with a belt sander. You can take off a good 1/4 of an inch fast. And all he's trying to do is clean it up a little bit and make it flat. So I'm going to give him a tutorial on it. Go ahead, put it down. Don't pull the trigger yet. Put it down. Now you have it down. Now look at. You see how it's got a bow to it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually push it down so it don't have a bow to it. But you can't push it down too fast. This is your flat spot. You have to go with this right here. You have to stay here because see how much it dips down?
Mm-hmm.
It dips down, say about 3/16 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, something like that. So it dips fast. So you can't go like this because then you'll create a gully. You'll make an indent in the wood. You have to keep it like this, and you go back and forth, and you also go like that. You want to kind of do it, try to do it in a circle motion, back and forth, and in the circle kind of. And it'll only take a second to get rid of all this rough stuff. I don't care about you getting it down to this distance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to clean that up so it's smoother and flat. Go over here, clean this up so it's smooth and flat. Same thing here, because see how much we have to take off this top?
Mm-hmm.
So that top has to come down, so smooth that up, and then we'll flip it over, smooth it up, and then we'll cut our distance from here to here. All right, here. Pull the trigger, pick it up, pull the trigger. Push the button. Same way. Okay, you've already gone too far down. See how quick it goes down? You're lucky we're high, and this has to be tapered, but you've already started to go too far down within that second. And look at what you created. See what you created? Look at, instead of looking over there, look at what you created. Feel it. See what you created within the matter of seconds? There you go. That'll be good enough for now. This is getting taken on around here, and then we're shortening this up. So now, off of this top,
the tape measure and the square and stuff. Tape, square, and marker.
Which square?
Speed square, and the other marker. Now come over here. Why do you stand off in the distance? I'm over here trying to teach you something and you're standing way off in the distance. Now these are tapered, so you have to use your eyeball with a lot of it.
You just drew on me.
Now you mark this down on this side. It's tapered, so first you mark it. This side's better. This has got that thing, so. Like that. With it. I'd go the other way because then you don't roll off that edge. Over. Now you've got to see where you're at. See how we're off a little bit? So how it looks of it. That one is off. I'd say get the skill saw. This is the side that matters. Battery's about dead. You get another battery plugged in?
I think I fully charged.
I'm gonna cut this off to the line. Then I'm gonna cut this back to back here. And then I have a homemade half round chisel that works good for cutting out like coves and stuff like that. I made these when I carve stuff. I like carving wood. I carve all kinds of things into these logs when we get here and we're in here. All like land stuff, lizards, you know, birds, stuff like that. Vines, trees. But first I'll cut this line all off, and then I'll cut this straight back so it meets this, and then I can start chiseling that out and bringing this back to so it's the shape of this log instead of just this roundness. If I just cut this roundness, it'll just go straight down and it'll end up the same way, so I gotta cove it out. When I start, I just use the edge of the blade. I don't use this whole blade, just the edge, so then I can make a circle with it, and then you can start to get more of the blade in there, because you'll start to fatten up the hole. So, and then you chisel it down until the point where the blade starts catching and wants to twist the blade. So you only take it down in increments.
We didn't cut this in on this side because if it doesn't go in, we're just gonna cut off this part because that's easier to do. Same on this side over here because this is the bottom and nobody's gonna see it. But the top over there, we did it on there because we're gonna see that part because it's where we're gonna like look up at all the time. And now if he would ever get up off his butt, then we could fit the logs.
I'm itching Forrest's butt at the moment.
Forrest can itch his own butt.
No, we can't.
He'll find a tree somewhere.
Yeah, but his ear's all poofy.
That His ears up here, his butt's down here.
Yeah, but he's a good dog and he's got puffy ears.
What does the puffy ears have to do with his itchy
I
butt?
feel bad for him. Look at him. He looks stupid. He looks like one of them gremlins.
Get them like one of the little huts where they walk into and it's just a bunch of like brooms.
Like a cow scratching.
Yeah.
Get him one of those. We need to. Did you show him how good the other ones look?
The other ones look really good because I did them all. Well, he just sat there and watched me. It goes in, so it'll like fit right around the log because it has like the same, the same shape as the log. So it's just gonna go right around it when we fit them together. Same on this side because this is the top, the second floor. So we're gonna see all that.
Hopefully there isn't much sanding and fitting. By the looks of it, sanding here there's gonna be.
There's probably gonna be, just like, it's just flat. The whole log is just bumpy and
Well, it's more of the notch. I can sitting over here. I can see the notch tape gets fatter in the back. Gets much fatter back here. This is way thicker than this.
it's been raining
Probably
on and
about
off
like-
all day.
Yeah, it's been nice and cool though.
Been very buggy out.
Very buggy. Thundering out right now.
More buggy than usual.
Well, it's moist. Well, let's try to fit these together before it starts pouring on us.
Okay.
We'll get that side done first.
The bottom,
Yeah, that side. We do it the
that's
same.
both.
Same, yeah, both same as we did the first. All right, we're gonna start. We gotta move our log over. You go down there and grab that end. Ready? Push it right over further. I'll push this log back a little bit. Okay. Out there. No. Back it up a little bit so when we spin it, it's about where it's at. Okay. Okay, chuck it. The rain's seeming like it's getting heavier. Come chuck it all. Put some chucks over here too. Alright, we'll start with this first floor. Oh, we've got to turn it a little bit more. Ready? Back that way. Okay. Well, it's kind of in. It's starting to rain out really heavy. Pick up the tools. Might be the end of it for the day. It's supposed to rain out pretty heavy late tonight, I think. We'll have to look at the weather and see. We're running it all off of a battery pack, so I really don't want to risk ruining my battery pack by working in the rain. And plus I don't want to work in the rain.
I think it has nothing to do with the battery pack.
Why?
You just don't want to work in the rain.
You can grab. I gotta talk to the camera.
Now you have to.
Yeah. We've got important stuff to talk about. Once I can get this undone. There we go, I got it undone. I gotta pretend like I'm talking to you guys. That way there I don't have to carry any of the tools.
Hear you.
I don't think anybody really likes picking up tools. Maybe I better pick up the tools. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go and pick up the tools. Alright, the rain stopped. Supposed to get on and off rain a little bit. For a little bit. But
we'll be alright for now. We're gonna start to get our things in. Here, let me show you a little better what we did. We were on slow-mo in the last video, so you guys are gonna get to see it in slow motion. It's gonna be perfect.
There he is. Maybe he's the guy who stung me.
Need a couple come-alongs. I broke mine. Trying to pull my bus out because it got stuck. Apparently, a 15-ton come-along won't pull a 30-ton bus.
A what?
15-ton come-along?
It was 15 tons?
I think so.
Well, we were pulling it uphill.
Yeah. Don't try to pull a bus with a 15-ton come-along. It doesn't work. and I'll crank on this. Don't smash it. You just hit it. You don't have to like try to beat King Kong. Just kind of hit it. And hit it in different areas. Don't pick one area and hit it. You can hit it here, here, here. Ready? Is it going in?
I don't know.
All right, we did it. I didn't film it. I was too busy. Too busy smashing things with hammers and taking things apart. But we got it all done. Yeah. All done. I'll show you the cuts in a second. Okay, you ready? Here's the cuts. All right. So far, this is what this cut looks like. It'll get better once we put it on. Because right now we're only getting it so tight with an old beat up jack strap. Piece of crap. This side is in there really nice. Cut. Nice. That's all just with a cutoff saw. I put the chisel down. These I will have to adjust a little bit. We're all the way in at the bottom. I don't care that there's this gap here. That is nothing. It's more of what my barren sits on. 4-inch barren. That's what I'm more worried about. Underneath the house, I don't really care. But like I said, once I stand it up, this one here, I'm a little shy. I'm probably about 3.5-inch barren. Something like that, but that's all right. 2x4 only sits on the wall 3.5 inches, doesn't it? Yes, it does. 3.5 inches is barren. 4 would have been better, but hey, I'll get it in there. When I get it stood up and I get some actual come-alongs, I'll be able to get it in there better. But these ones are done. Now it's time to cut all these posts in right here. There'll be another notch right here. Here and in the back on the top for carrying my floors. I gotta cut 16 of them. We was just doing some figuring. I got some plans drawn out. Check out these plans. These are good looking plans.
The blueprint.
That's my blueprint right there. Back B, front F, view side, nothing over here, gable end. There's my first floor blueprint. But I need to cut 16 6-footers to carry all these, to carry each one of these floor joists. That floor joist, that floor joist. This is a 6-footer running across here. This is a 6-footer running across there. 6-footer, 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 6-footer. I need to run them all around the bottom, all around the top. The top will be that much left. That's how big my second floor is. It's 12 by 12. That'll be my bedroom up there. And then you'll be able to see the first floor from down here. I might end up bringing it to here. Don't know yet. Kind of would rather leave that open. Leave open 6 feet. Ooh, that's that deadly bee that stings everybody. But all right, that's it for today. Dinner's cooking. I'm hungry. I'm pooped. I'm pooped. We've been doing this all day long. Carrying, smashing, banging, picking them up,
putting them down. I pick things up and put them down. Is that what you say? Look at how dirty we've gotten. Look at him.
Am I dirty?
Yeah, he's dirty. You kind of, I think that bear that crawled out of the woods this morning was cleaner than you.
He had like dirt in his hair.
He did too. He was wet. It was early. He just crawled out of bed.
He didn't even take his morning shower.
He didn't. He didn't take his morning shower. Well, no, he did. Because he was wet.
Oh yeah.
He was a wet bear.
He didn't. He forgot the soap.
He did forget the soap. He was trying to get at my rabbits. He come over here. He was right over here. And he was starting to climb up on this cage. Right over here. He was right here. Right in here. Climbing up. I had to come out and shoot off the pistol a couple rounds. I didn't shoot at him. I just shot it off in the air. The first round, he just kind of looked at me and was like,
Where were you?
what are you going to do with that thing? And then I shot off another round. Then he went up there.
Where were you?
He went over there. Then he stared at me over here like he was going to get me. And then he wandered off into the woods.
Where were you?
Me? I was over by the car.
You were at the
I was over the, yeah, I was at about the car. I had my 45. I didn't have the little 9mm 45 with hollow points in it, so if he charged, he would have went down. I would have had a bearskin rug. Thank God he didn't, because I didn't want to
Deerskin
kill the
rug?
bear. A bearskin?
We have a deerskin rug, so
We-
now we need to get a bearskin rug.
We do this fall.
Coyote skin rug.
This fall. Coyotes, whenever we see them, we can take them out.
I know they're always in season.
Yeah. But maybe this fall, maybe we can come out here and get ourselves a bear. What do you think?
You need a license.
Yeah, I'll see about getting a license.